Hello everybody, welcome to Vlogmas day 12 here on Making Things with String. My name is Kate. So obviously I've changed up my filming location here a little bit, and that is because today one of the things I wanted to do was share some stuff that I've been doing on my computer. So yeah, I'm kind of just chilling on my couch with my laptop and you're here with me. And we will change views in a bit when that becomes appropriate. But before we get into that, what I would like to do first is share with you my Advent/countdown activities for the day. So first I started the day off as usual with my Vista Fade Advent Calendar by Hugh Loco. So I've opened that up here. And today's colorway is called Prismatic Spring. Here it is. I'm not sure how this lighting really is, but yeah, really cool, beautiful colors. So we've switched to some more prominent blues, and yeah, just a lot of interest still really here. So love that as per usual. You can't see my other backdrop because I'm sitting here on my couch, but something kind of sad happened. My little clothesline of twinkle lights that I was hanging my skeins from kept falling down. I was having to fix it there with duct tape, and then as the skeins got heavier and heavier every day, it just kept falling more and more. So I'm gonna need to figure out another cool way to display my skeins because I do like showing them. But anyways, right now I've just got the twinkle lights distributed on the top of the mantle, and the skeins are back in their little boxes. So we'll see what I can figure out for that. All right, so next up is our beer advent calendar. Today we opened up what's called the Blood Orange Pixie IPA by Flying Boats Brewing. And yeah, this just looks like a pretty standard IPA. I don't think I've ever had anything from this brewery before. Flying Boats Brewing. Where are they from? Oh, there it is. Dieppe. So Flying Boats Brewing is in Dieppe, New Brunswick. And this is, I mean, it was a beer that I loved because I love IPAs. So yeah, it was really good. And there's a cute little pixie on the can, so I like that too. For the Holiday Countdown Sal by Modern Folk Embroidery, Evertote, and Leo and Roxy, Floss Co. Today I added in DMC 161 and completed a new section. So hopefully you're having a look at that. And yeah, I kind of enjoyed this section. Some nice geometric shapes. Here's what it looks like IRL. Yep, interested to see what happens tomorrow. I think we are coming up to the end of this soon, and we will soon move on kind of to a new area or a new column of this pattern. So I'm looking forward to seeing when that happens and what that will bring. All right, my final stitching/crafty update is about my geometric turtle, which I have been stitching on every day. So yeah, I did get some stitching done on this today as well. I actually only did about 1.5 sections, but you'll see that those 1.5 sections are 2 very large sections, 2 of the largest remaining sections in the turtle. So given that that is the case, and also that previously I've been getting way more than the required 2.7 sections done per day, I'm not worried about it at all. So yeah, still on track, I think, to finish this in time for Christmas. and it's just still coming along really well. I love this piece. It's about the size of my head. Look at that. So yeah, might get a little bit more stitching on that tonight before I go to bed, depending on how long this video takes. So that is all the stitching that I have done. Another thing that I did today is I worked on chronicling and taking stock of all of the cross stitch patterns that I have that I haven't started yet. And if you've been following along, I did the same thing a couple days ago with my fabric stash, and I also went through all of my works in progress apart from the 2 that I have been showing daily here in December. So what I've been doing is I have been collecting all of that data. I'm just going to switch over here in a program called Notion. So I'm just using the web app right now, and what I'm showing you here is a list of all the projects that I have entered into this little projects database. And right now I've got a filter on, so I've got this filtered so that I'm only showing projects that I haven't started yet. So if I deselect that and select only works in progress, you'll see this list of the works in progress that I've started to enter. I haven't entered any photos for my beach triptych or my holiday countdown sal, but you can see that in this gallery view I can view based on the picture that I attached with the project, so that's kind of cool. So I'm not completely done entering all of my cross stitch patterns. These are just the digital PDF patterns that I have. But yeah, I thought I would go through them quickly with you now, and I might be able to show you some of the physical patterns that I have here that will eventually get put into this Notion app as well. Before I get going though, I do want to mention that I heard about Notion from Michelle, or the Giddy Stitcher, and Michelle actually has a video all about Notion and how she uses it, so I will link that video below if you want to learn more about Notion. I am very new to this. I watched her video and now I'm just like messing around in here, so I'm definitely not a pro, but she seems to really know what she's doing with it if you want to learn more about the program and what it can do. Alright, so let's get started. So the first, I've got these just ordered alphabetically. The first pattern that I have is this Heaven and Earth design pattern called a stitching shelf. This art is by Amy Stewart, and this is a really popular piece. I wonder if I can make this bigger. Oh, totally. This is a really popular piece, popular Heaven and Earth design. I think, I mean, it's beautiful and it's very colorful, but it also has just like a lot of detail. So I think that the reason that Amy Stewart's patterns are so popular is that there's a lot going on in them. So in these large full coverage Heaven and Earth design patterns, it always feels like you're stitching a little something, whereas in many other patterns there's just like pages and pages of very dark background that doesn't end up really looking like a lot, even if there are some you know, variations in color and stuff. So I'm really excited to stitch this at some point, although like I hinted at the other day, I am currently planning to wait to start this until I finish Needs No Paint. But an idea that I had toyed around was having this be a New Year start for me, but I have another idea for that. so that I can finish Needs No Paint before starting this other full coverage Heaven and Earth design piece. But I do own it, and I'm very excited to get started on it at some point. It's beautiful. Okay, so next is Clementine the Fox. We have talked about Clementine recently. This is a Jingle Ball pattern exclusive that I got from Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. So she's super cute. Here is Corkscrew Snowflake by Ink Circles. This is another Jingle Ball exclusive pattern, one of the ones from the Bobble book, the Jingle Ball Bobble book. So this is like a snowflake made out of corkscrews, very cool. Next we have Coulter the Fox. So this would be Clementine's lover or potential lover or something like that. Again, Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery and from the Jingle Ball. Here is another Jingle Ball ornament. This one is called Noel, and that is by Summerhouse Stitchworks. Cute. I really like that one. Yet again, another Jingle Ball ornament called Goodbye Santa. This one is by Noteworthy Needle. This one is by Erica Michaels. It's called Jingle All the Way. Cute little Santa hat. I like this little button. Another another Jingle Ball pattern called Jingle All the Way, but this one is from Heartstring Samplery and looks quite a bit different, as you can tell. Really cool. You don't see a whole lot of patterns done or designed for like a dark red fabric like that, so that's pretty cool. This is the 2022 Jingle Ball ornament cross stitch pattern by Lindy Stitches. This was a freebie that everybody who attended got, just sort of a little stitch of the logo for the event. This is a piece called London by Ridicuna, and it looks like this. I got this piece because I traveled to London with my mom and my best friend Julia right after I graduated from high school, and so I collected this pattern with the idea that maybe I would stitch it for one of them at some point, but I haven't done that yet. This one I think I would probably change some of the colors and kind of change the palette of it, but I'm not entirely sure what I would do. Yeah, that's a little Ridicuna pattern of London. Here's another Jingle Ball ornament. This one is called Nordic Nutcracker by Tiny Modernist. He's very cute. I'll definitely be stitching that up at some point. Another Jingle Ball ornament, Not Even a Mouse. This one is by Lindy Stitches. Very cute, little snoozing mouse. This one's called Peace by Teresa Kogut. Again, this is a Jingle Ball ornament from this year. Very cute. I don't tend to like Santas very much, but I do like this one. I can see myself stitching this. Yeah, it's cute. Cute little ornament. Okay, next up we have another Jingle Ball ornament. This one's by Hands On Design called Père Noël, and I really like this one. So again, I normally don't like Santas a lot, but I really like this one, and I like the Noel in the back. This is really cute. All right, here is Ragnarok by Long Dog Samplers. This is the pattern that I think I'm going to start on New Year's Day. Yeah, I'm excited to get going on this. if you've been with me for a little while, you know that I kind of wanted to start this in September for Sampler September, but had some troubles with my fabric, etc. So yeah, it'll be great to get this started, and I've got a piece of fabric that I think will work for it, and I've got a nice DMC variegated red thread that I'm going to use. So looking forward to starting Ragnarok for sure. Here's another little London piece from Ritakuna that I downloaded for the same, pretty much the same rationale as the other one. So yeah, this one's cute. I like the color palette a little bit better in this one. I think even if I did want to tweak it, it would be a little bit easier to tweak, just since there's so few colors. But yeah, cute little London piece. A little simpler as well, maybe a little more elegant. All right, another Jingle Ball ornament. This is in this is Ringing in Good Cheer by Satsuma Street. This is very cute. I'm sure that someday I will stitch this. I don't know if I would stitch them as 3 separate little ornaments or hang them like that. But yeah, really, really cute. I love Satsuma Street. So colorful. I love the design of her patterns. They're cool. But I've never stitched anything from her before. Here is Sleeping Bee by the Blue Flower. We've looked at this recently because it's one of the patterns that I decided to purchase from Jingle Ball. So this is not an ornament and it wasn't an exclusive to the event, so I do think you should be able to purchase this from her if you'd like to. But yeah, that's a little pattern that I have, Sleeping Bee. Here's another one of the ornaments. This one is from the Blue Flower as well, and this one's called Tall Treat. So this is so adorable. It is a giraffe wearing a Christmas sweater holding a giant candy cane, and I love it. Sorry for that. All right. So here's another, you guys have seen this one as well. So Hands-On Design, the Tree Lot. Another one of the patterns that I bought from the Jingle Ball. So not going to dwell here, but this is an awesome pattern that I can't wait to stitch. So down below I have the 3 Twilight Imperium anomaly stitches that I haven't started yet. So this is just a picture of the actual tile. It's not a mock-up of the stitch, but just to give you an idea of what those will look like. This is what the asteroid field looks like. This is what the gravity rift looks like. And this is what the supernova looks like. So on top of the nebula, which I have started, I will have these other 3 anomalies as well, and I will hang them all together. Cool. So thanks for having a look at those with me. I guess I'll show you a couple other things that I have here with me that are not in that database yet. So one thing is my divination pattern collection. I did a flip through of this in an unboxing video on my channel when I got the divination stitch box. I don't know how many of these I will end up actually stitching, but today I went through and earmarked this one as one that I'm interested in. So this is Scrying Mirror by Stitch Sprout. It's beautiful. I've got a bunch, 4 cross-stitching magazines. So I've got this Ultimate Cross-Stitch cards. I've got the World of Cross-Stitching. What issue is this? Not immediately obvious, but here's a recent World of Cross-Stitching. Here's another issue of the World of Cross Stitching. This is Cross Stitcher from May, and that's it. So I have technically two kits. Here's one. This is a Needle Treasures kit. It's fully kitted. It's a rose pattern. It's quite old. I don't know exactly when it's from. It frames into a 5x7 frame, or it fits into a 5x7 frame. But I got this from my friend Lisa, this belonged to her mother, and her mother was going to throw it away, and Lisa grabbed it for me. And so I've been hanging on to it, and I have not stitched it yet, but it's a kit. It's ready to go. I could stitch this at any time. I don't know how high it is on my priority list because it's beautiful. Like, the rose is really nice, but I just have a lot of other things that I want to be stitching. So, but I like it. I like that it's old, and so I'm interested to stitch this at some point. The other kit that I have, technically, is this little thing. It's Popcorn the Bear. Oh gosh, I don't know if you can really see. So this is what the stitch piece looks like. There's actually a little mock-up of the stitch, of the cross stitch there. But this is a card kit. So in here is an illustrated card with an envelope. There's white 14 count Aida to stitch the little bear on, and 21 lengths of stranded cotton threads. So you have the cotton, the DMC, I assume, thread in here as well, and the chart and key to stitch this. But I don't want this. So I thought maybe if anybody who's watching this video does want it, you know, maybe I could do my first little giveaway situation. So if you would like to have this cute little chart sent to you, all you need to do is comment below and use the word bear in your comment. So what I will do is, you have to be over the age of 18, because I'll need to get your mailing address from you if you don't live local to me. And yeah, that's the rules. So in your comment, use the word bear. I will randomly choose a winner out of everybody who comments with the word bear, and I will mail this little chart out to you if you like it. I think it's cute. It's just not my thing, and I don't see myself ever stitching it. So happy Flossmas, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Thank you for watching my videos. If you like this little freebie chart, I will mail it to you at no cost to you. I'll take care of the costs of shipping it to you as a thank you for watching and, you know, passing on stuff that I don't think I'm going to use. So yeah, do you like this little bear? If so, say bear in the comments. All right, did I have anything else? Oh, I did want to say one more thing, and this is based on a question that my friend Jill asked me in a comment the other day, and it was about how long it's taking me to stitch. Because she's not a cross stitcher, and so she kind of had no frame of reference for how long the turtle should be taking me, or how long it might be taking me. And it's an interesting question because I'd never really thought much about it before, or really like counted or tested or timed myself stitching. But when she asked me, I did time myself stitching. So Jill actually used the number 25 in her question. She said, like, how long would it take you to stitch 25 stitches? So I was doing some turtle stitching the other day, and as I was stitching away, I just counted until I was done 25 stitches, and then did a lap on this timer. and did 25 more stitches, did another lap, and I did that 4 times. So my first lap time was 8 minutes and 56 seconds, so just about 9 minutes for 25 stitches. Then lap 2 was 8 minutes and 39 seconds, or 8 minutes and 40 seconds, again for 25 stitches. Lap 3 was 9 minutes and 52 seconds, so almost 10 minutes. And then lap 4 was 7 minutes and 13 seconds. So my fastest time was 7 minutes and 13 seconds. My slowest time was 9 minutes and 52 seconds for 25 stitches. And then the whole thing, so for 100 stitches, it took me 34 minutes and 42 seconds. So this is really interesting. And something else that I should note for Jill or for other people, and maybe, you know, other people who are stitchers will have come to this conclusion already. But that is sort of like the fastest that I would ever stitch on pretty much any project, because the turtle project at this point is just picking a color and like filling in an entire section, and 25 stitches is not enough to fill most of those sections. So the sections that I was doing, it was at least like 50 stitches in a section. So that's like no interruptions, not having to switch my floss or anything, just stitching back and forth. Also not jumping around on the fabric, like stitches right beside each other all in a huge chunk. That's like the fastest you're ever gonna stitch. So most of the time I'm stitching slower than that. But for the geometric turtle, that's about how fast I'm stitching. Has anybody else ever timed themselves stitching? How fast do you stitch? How many stitches can you stitch? How long does it take you to do 25 stitches all together? Let me know. Am I fast or slow? I don't know. Not that it really matters. It's about enjoying the process, but I thought it was an interesting exercise. Anyway, with that, thank you for watching today, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.